Hello, it's Jhusle here again with yet another Transformer review, and here we have my first 3 series Constructicons. We have Scavenger. And here we have his box, his lovely box, because it has plastic in it. You don't want to see the box, do you? Well, there's the box. There it is. All right. Anyway, done with box. And no, these do not contain the nice display bases, so boo. Anyway, here we come to my first Constructicon, and we have one of my personal favorites. We have Scavenger here. So yeah, let's get into this robot mode, and yeah, this sure is a Scavenger. He's a green guy with purple pants. He's a green guy with purple pants. What more do you want from him? But yeah, let's get into that head sculpt, and just a very nice blocky head sculpt there. I like it. Got some nice details in here. Got the greens. Lots of purple. Yeah, he's a green guy with purple pants, but you know, that's kind of what he's supposed to be, so I can't really complain all that much. But yeah, as far as that goes, he pulls off the look, so I'll get into articulation here. He's got pretty good range here. Doesn't have any wrists, but those kind of go in and out. He doesn't have a waist, just kind of how he transforms. He has pretty decent leg articulations, and he does actually have a knee. He has a pretty good knee. Pretty good knee, pretty good ankle, pretty good toes, because they're just the treads as they're supposed to be. And his head can't really go side to side. He can just turn. So yeah, he's decently posable. You can't complain too much. That is a very tight locking point on these treads, though. So that's one thing to be aware of. But can he stand on his head? He's got a very nice flat head. Not fat head. Flat head. He's sensitive. So yeah, let's see if we can get him. Can we get him standing on his flat head here? Or is he too back heavy? I think he's too back heavy. Oh, too bad. So sad. Anyway. So yeah, it's a Scavenger. It does what it's supposed to do. So yeah. And let's get his little gun here. I do quite like his little gun. I'm not sure how screen accurate it is. It probably is, considering it's a studio series. But yeah, it's a pretty decent gun. Can hold his gun. Do some shooting at small children in exosuits. If you know, you know. Yeah. So, yeah, as far as robot mode goes, he's pretty unremarkable. He's not bad, per se. But, you know, it's the best I can say. So, yeah, he's getting a 2. Getting a 2 for robot mode. But yeah, let's go ahead and get him transformed off camera, even though most of you people probably know what's coming, but just so you can experience for yourself. Alright, just for a quick note on transformation, these shoulders right here, they tab in very securely. It takes an uncomfortable amount of effort, and you heard that snap to get unpinned. So that, I don't know if that's cause for concern, but it makes me a tad nervous, and this thing gets in the way. Yeah. So yeah, and then one thing which I think some of these copies have is that this right here is supposed to go right in that little divot, but it is just slightly too thick. You can see it not quite going in there. You can kind of fudge it, and I've tried sanding it down a little bit. You can get in there, but yeah, not ideal, not great on that. But yeah, we come to the alt mode. So transformation, I mean, complaints about tolerances aside, it's not bad. It's pretty good. It does its job. So honestly, I can't complain too much about it here. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3. It's a good transformation. Borrows a lot from the Combiner Wars, which I'll probably show off here in a minute. But yeah, it's more quality control my complaints than anything. But anywho, let's get into this alt mode, and yeah, it's a digger, just like it's supposed to be. I do like they got some nice paintwork on the treads. I do like that. Got some nice kind of sculpted details. I really like the details on this boom arm. And this does come off. If you want to use this for something else, I don't know what else you would use it. It just has the little hole there, but yeah, you can take that off. But yeah, I really like the sculpting on this boom arm, and has this really nice sculpted detail in the center there. That looks really cool. And yeah, you got some decent articulation here for that arm. So yeah, a decent execution, but again, it's kind of unremarkable. It does what it needs to do, and that's about it. So it doesn't wow me. Doesn't wow me. But yeah, so I'm going to give him a 2 for that alt mode here. And then that brings me to the conclusion where I plug his gun on right here, because that's where that goes, apparently. Because diggers should have guns. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, as far as fun goes, I'm going to give him a 2. Honestly, this guy is just kind of right down the middle of the road for me in pretty much all the aspects. I mean, he's not bad, and he's not anything fantastic either. So, I was kind of getting him to see how I felt about these Studio Series Constructicons, because I am pretty happy with my Combiner Wars version of Devastator and the Constructicons. So, I don't know. I'm still kind of wishy-washy about whether I'm going to get all of them. But they're certainly not bad. I think if you have problems with the Combiner Wars version or just didn't get a chance to get that, I think these are definitely a good set of Constructicons just from him. But yeah, as far as getting them all, I don't know. I might just skip them. But anyway, moving on to the next segment. Alright, so here we have a Scavenger for some comparisons here. So first we got the Combiner Wars Scavenger, and as you can see, it is so much bigger than this new version here. But you can see here they're doing very similar things here with the sculpting, with the transformation. It's just got a different shade of green. I think mine might be a little faded. But yeah, very, very similar. I kind of like the colors on the Combiner Wars one a little better. Just thinks it breaks it up a little bit. But this is apparently more cartoon accurate. Which, I mean, yeah, he won't stand for being cartoon accurate. No, how dare you. Which can be a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, if accuracy matters to you, then that's the way to go. But it ends up kind of making it look a little boring compared to this one. So, yeah, that's just my thoughts on that. And here he is with the G1 Scavenger. So, yeah, he's always been a green guy with purple pants. But, yeah, and yeah, let's get close. Try to get closer on the head. So you can see his G1 toy has a bit of a different head than his animation model. So, yeah, that is that. Alright, and here we have a bunch of excavators here, so you can see who wore it better, and it's the G1. I don't know, I like how the G1 handles this better, in all honesty. It just, I don't know, it has more character. It has more character to me. Just being slightly offset with the tracks. I don't know. Kind of like it a little better. But anyway, as you can see, these two are very similar in look and style here. I do like that they painted the little silver bits on there. Makes that a little more cohesive. But yeah, very, very similar. Just in design. Very, very similar transformation. So yeah, it's kind of up in the air, kind of for me. They do basically the same thing in slightly different ways. One benefit of this does have this is for the rolling wheels, and this does not. So that matters to you then. Combiner Wars is the way to go, but again, to each their own. Alright, so we have come here our podium of winners, and we have Scavenger here. And yeah, the barrier to entry is 10 with Betasatron here. And unfortunately, Scavenger does not make the cut. I guess his insecurities were not unfounded after all. But yeah, no changes this time. But who is it? Is it getting warm in here, or is it just me? Huh. Well, anyway, onward!